Power value, 2C, dedicated, /4G/80G VPS for $54 per year, the ultimate SurferCloud ULightHost review. In the cloud hosting market, the term light server often comes with a caveat: shared CPU resources that throttle when you need them most. However, SurferCloud has disrupted this segment with a specific configuration that balances raw, dedicated power with extreme affordability. Today, we are looking at the 2 vCPU, dedicated, 4GB RAM, 80GB SSD ULightHost plan. Currently priced at a promotional $54 per year, down from $108, this isn't just a budget VPS, it is a high-performance engine for professional workloads. 1. The game changer, dedicated CPU versus shared CPU. The standout feature of this $54 per year plan is the dedicated CPU cores. In most light or starter plans from other providers, the CPU is shared, meaning if a neighbor on the same physical server spikes, your performance drops. Dedicated performance: with 2 dedicated cores, your applications have 100% access to the processing power 24/7. This is critical for tasks that require sustained high load, such as video encoding, complex database queries, or compiling code. No steal time: you won't suffer from CPU steal, ensuring that your application's response times remain consistent regardless of what other users on the network are doing. Component specification: CPU 2 cores, dedicated instance. Memory 4GB RAM. Storage 80GB SSD. Bandwidth 800GB monthly traffic, shared bandwidth. OS support Linux/Windows, free licensed. Promo price $54/year order now. Renewal 30% off for annual renewals. 2. Global footprint, 14 strategic regions. SurferCloud offers massive geographic flexibility, allowing you to deploy your dedicated resources exactly where your users are. The 14 locations include Asia Pacific, Hong Kong, Taipei, Manila, Tokyo, Seoul, Jakarta, Singapore, Ho Chi Minh City, Bangkok, Mumbai. Middle East, Dubai, AE. Western markets, Frankfurt, DE, London, GB, Los Angeles, US. For businesses operating in Southeast Asia, having dedicated hardware in cities like Manila, Jakarta, or Ho Chi Minh City at this price point is virtually unheard of in the current market. 3. Understanding the network, shared bandwidth. While the CPU is dedicated, the bandwidth is shared. This means generous quota: you get 800 GB of monthly traffic, which is plenty for most high-traffic websites, APIs, and development tools. Network logic: the peak port speed is shared among users. For standard web traffic, HTTP/HTTPS, this is rarely noticeable. However, it is important to note that this setup is optimized for application performance rather than constant high-speed file sharing or massive CDN-like distribution. 4. Deep dive, high-value application scenarios. Because the CPU is dedicated, this 4GB machine can handle much heavier tasks than a standard VPS. A. Professional production databases. Standard VPS instances often struggle with database stability. With 2 dedicated cores and 4GB RAM, you can reliably run PostgreSQL or MySQL, handle complex joins and large datasets without the CPU being throttled mid-query. Redis/Memcached, use the 4GB RAM to create a lightning-fast caching layer for your existing infrastructure. B. Computational workloads bot hosting. If you run applications that need to stay awake and active at high speeds, dedicated cores are a must. Trading bots execute high-frequency trades where milliseconds matter and CPU lag could cost money. Ad tech crawlers run data scraping scripts or ad bidding bots that require constant processing power without interruptions. C. Game server hosting. Small-scale game servers, like Minecraft, Valheim, or Terraria, for 10 to 20 players require consistent CPU cycles. Unlike shared instances that cause lag spikes when the CPU is reclaimed by the host, the dedicated 2C ensures a smooth gaming experience. D. Windows Desktop Enterprise Apps. SurferCloud provides free licensed Windows. Combining this with dedicated CPU cores makes it a perfect cloud workstation. Remote Desktop, RDP run Windows-only enterprise software or accounting tools, like QuickBooks or MetaTrader, with the same stability as a local PC. No license hassle, save hundreds of dollars on Windows Server licensing fees annually. 5. Cost Efficiency Analysis, the SME perspective. For a small to medium enterprise, SME, the $54 per year price point represents an incredible ROI. The AWS comparison, an AWS EC2 instance with 2 vCPUs and 4 GB RAM, using dedicated hosts or even M-class instances, would cost significantly more, often exceeding $40 to $60 per month. The renewal bonus. SurferCloud offers a 30% discount on annual renewals, meaning your long-term operational costs stay low, protecting you from the price creep common with other cloud providers. Payment options. Support for USDT makes it easy for international businesses to manage their cloud spend without dealing with complex cross-border banking fees. 6. Conclusion, the verdict. The SurferCloud 2C divided by 4G divided by 80G ULightHost plan is a unicorn in the hosting world. Usually, you have to choose between cheap and dedicated. By offering dedicated CPU cores at a shared hosting price, SurferCloud provides a platform that grows with your professional needs. If your project requires consistent performance, global reach, and a predictable budget, this is currently one of the best deals available in 2026. Quick summary of benefits. Dedicated 2-core CPU, consistent, 100% available power. Massive savings, only $54 per year, 50% off original price. Windows ready, free license included. Global reach, 14 locations across Asia, Europe, and the US. Ready to deploy? Check out the offer while the promotion lasts. https://www.surfercloud.com/promos/VPS offer